My father was a hard-working man, calloused hands and a steady plan. Served the Navy proud and true, loved his country, the red, white, and blue. But more than the stars, more than the stripes, he cherished the small joys of life. My father's hands, they held the truth, built a wall for me and you. They prayed at night, they worked by day, guided us in every way. Oh, my father's hands, they shaped the land and cradled love where we now stand. He'd sit with the good but quiet and still, finding grace in its words, his soul to fill. Two grandchildren brought him a spark, laughter lighting up the dark. My father's hands, they held the truth, built a world for me and you. They prayed at night, they worked by day, guided us in every way. Oh, my father's hands, they shaped the land and cradled love where we now stand. Through storms of life, they held the line, a strength that felt almost divine. Folded in prayer or raised to the sky, a legacy that will never
My father stood tall like an old oak tree, roots deep in this land, strong as can be. He loved his country, that red, white, and blue, saluted the flag like it saluted him too. A quiet man, but his heart spoke loud. A proud man living life unbowed. Oh, a proud man's legacy, carved in stone, built on love, sweat, and the family's home. He'd fight for us through the thick and thin, with a bottle of Jack and a crooked grin. Oh, a proud man's legacy, lives on within. He loved my mama like the morning sun. 2 boys to raise, his work never done. Hands calloused, but his touch was kind. In his whiskey glass, a moment to unwind. Black label nights and a porch swing sway, telling stories of glory and yesterday. He'd say, son, stand tall and always be true. What you give to the world will come back to you. Oh, a proud man's legacy, carved in stone, built on love, sweat, and a family's home. He'd fight for us through the thick and thin, with a bottle of Jack and a crooked grin. Oh, a proud man's legacy lives on within. Now I sit where he sat, glass in hand, trying to live by the lessons he planned. The smell of whiskey, the creak of wood, I see him here and I understood. Oh, a proud man's legacy, carved in stone. I understood. Built on love, sweat, and a family's home. He'd fight for us through the thick and thin, with a bottle of Jack and a crooked grin. Oh, a proud man's legacy lives on within.
Okay, indeedy, a proud man. 2 back-to-back songs. The first one was an honor to my wife's father, Claude V. Moore Sr., and the second one was to my father, Ronald Dusty Rhodes. I am here not really to discuss them, although they are definitely worthwhile discussing because both men were very, very strong, very powerful men, very loving men, and love this country without any doubt. But I'm here to discuss the upcoming event on this coming Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time to discuss with Jenn, the homeschooling mom, and my friend, author, historian, Matthew Holmes. The past broadcast we did, we spoke about his book, Hell in the Cell. And by the way, these books are all about his family, close and distant. So these books share, the first ones were during the War of the Aggression or the war between for independence, or the war between North and South, as the Southerners like to call it. The Yankees, they call it the Civil War. I call it the war between the North and the South. So I do support the South. So this book here, Hell in the Cell, it took me 5 days to read it. Excellent, excellent book about his ancestors' experience in the war, what they did and how they did it, and how they actually survived. And some of them actually died. The other book we did was called Blood in the Mountains, The Life of Private Nathan Holmes in the 63rd Virginia Infantry Regiment, Company A. Again, a close relative to Matthew Holmes, and again about the war between North and South. This one took me 4 days to read. It was very exciting. It was nail-biting. You got to get your hands on these books. These books are available on either through Matthew Holmes here on Facebook. He goes by Matt Holmes, or through Amazon. The next book we did a broadcast on was called Spirit of Vengeance. This one here took me about 5 days to read. Again, it's about his third great granduncle who owned a very large farm. And during the war, the Yankees would seize the land, the property, the goods inside the house, the livestock. They would rape the women, rape the daughters, rape even some of the small boys. Yes, they did that as well. Uh, they came to his house, the uncle's house, demanded that he turn over the farm. He said no, and they shot him twice in the head. I won't tell you any more about the outcome of this, but again, a very good book to read. This Thursday, we are talking about Chem Trails Over Dixieland. This book actually detracts from his usual books about the war between North and South, but this book is more political. It talks about the chemtrails, the what you think are clouds in the sky are actually chemicals being released to make changes in our weather condition, to kill off certain things, including us. It's also the book has also about the Epstein list. It actually has every person's name in here who went to the island, and it has other political context in there. I'm still reading it. I should be done by Thursday. I'm going to just do some speed reading here, but I do want to have that broadcast on Thursday so we can maintain an every other week broadcast about his books. The next book that we'll be discussing, I just got this in the mail. It's called The Road to Hell and Back. I have no idea what it's about. Other than, let's see, the Revolutionary War ancestors. So we're no longer in the war between the North and the South. We're talking about the Revolutionary War. This book is smaller, so it shouldn't take long for me to read it. The next book that is coming in the mail today, that's over 500 pages long, and it is called, let me get here for you. It's a very long name. It is called The War That Never Ended. Secede Your Mind from the Modern World. I have absolutely no idea what it means, but here is the cover. It shows men in uniform, so I'm thinking it has something to do with the war between North and the South. I guess I'll have to wait and see when it arrives in the mail. So this Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, please join me to ask any questions you want of the author. Keep them decent. The past couple broadcasts, I've had some individuals who came to the show who probably shouldn't have. Unfortunately, the EV Mux I use does not allow me to kick them out. I have to go through hoops and hurdles to get rid of them. So we'd have to just ignore the comments if they show up again. Also, what we have, Jenn and myself have created bookmarks to go along with the books. Matthew had some of them. Matthew just did a reenactment of the Saltville battle, which is a major battle of the South, and he sold over 50 of his books right there. He was not expecting such a big outturn for his books, so he only had 20 of these bookmarks that he included in the book sale for free. However, if you want these bookmarks, they are $3 each. Here's to give you an idea what it looks like. This one here was the first one. I can't see back side to side. This one here was the first one we did because we only did 4 books. So it has the 4 images of the books there, and on the back side is an image that he created himself, along with a little bit of bio. This one here has 6 books that he has written. We're going to be doing a third bookmark that's going to include all the books he has written, because he has a couple more out there that we have not yet discussed. And we're going to change the image back here to reflect a different view of his image for his bookmarks. If you're interested in these are $3 each. $1 goes to me, $1 goes to Jenn for the software she's using to create the bookmarks, and $1 for the shipping and handling. Usually Stamp does the work. I sent out, I think it was like 20. I just sent out 20 bookmarks. It took 2 stamps. Before that was 10 bookmarks. It took only 1 stamp. So we're going to be eating some money probably down the road. I don't know. But it's $3 a bookmark because one goes to Jenn, one goes to me, and one goes to United Postal Services. Even the government gets to take it, right? So those are also there. Also, folks, if you're watching this program, either now or on the flip side, if you want to do, see it after the fact, I have a question to ask of all of you. There are a couple people who've been saying, Randy, do your own broadcast. You need to do your own broadcast. Randy, I love you. Randy, you're so funny. You're so hysterical. I love seeing you on broadcast. Gotta do more, Randy. So I'm asking you folks this. Actually, 2 questions. Every now and then, I do my outdoor Judgment Tree broadcast, usually only 10 or 15 minutes long. It's usually talking about someone who I think should be judged. Okay, that gets a good reaction from people. Usually about 5 or 6 people wind up watching me live. Okay, so first question: do you want me to do the Judgment Tree broadcast 6 days a week at a specified time of the day? Okay. The second question is this. I made a promise to General Alex Wisnet of the Carolina Grey Ghosts to do a broadcast to promote the reenactments of those in the South. I have not yet done that. I've fallen on my sword for that one. So I'm asking you folks this. Would you watch a broadcast where I would do it by myself or possibly with a guest? I'm in discussions right now with Jenn Woodruff, if she would like to join, be a part of that, to do a joint video about an hour long, maybe 5 days a week, okay, at a specified time, to show videos of the reenactments of the war between the North and the South, as well as some others that might just creep in from the Revolutionary War or others, all being of a historical standpoint, a history class, if you will, but not without the teaching part or even the test. I'm not going to ask any tests of you, okay? So look, folks, yes. So if you're interested in me doing either one or both of those, let me know, because I'm here for you, not here for me. So if no one's interested, I won't do them. If you're interested, I'll do them. And I'll be glad to do them because I love doing this kind of thing. So no one has popped in yet, which is not surprising at all. I want you folks to think about those questions I had. Reach out to me through Messenger on my Randall Rhodes Messenger, or through my page, my group page, All Roads Lead to Home Genealogy. So as I go out of this broadcast, I'm going to share one last song. I'm sure you folks who watch me on a regular basis have seen this before, but since this show is about Matthew Holmes, it only makes sense to play this particular song. There's actually 2 versions of it. I'll be playing both, and then I'm going to be jumping out. Here's the first one.
Raised in fields of golden grain, where tractors sing and roosters rain. But now I'm...
Well, that's the wrong song. Let me try this again.
Matthew Holmes is a proud Southerner, a proud Southerner. nation of the illegally occupied Confederate States of America. Corrupt politicians do everything to dismantle our beloved Southern culture. They continue to destroy our monuments to our gallant Confederate heroes. Matthew Holmes is a proud Southerner, Southern author who honors his Confederate ancestors.
Yeehaw! You know, you can't beat it. $10 a month.
Unknown caller.
$10 a month, and I apologize for that, folks. I should have my phone on mute. $10 a month, and you know what? I don't pay those guys a dime for singing and playing the music. Yes, indeed. Here's the second one.
Matthew Holmes is a proud Southerner, author who honors his Confederate ancestors. Just like his ancestors, he continues to be a fire eater and hell-bent on Southern secession of the illegally occupied Confederate States of America. Politicians do everything to dismantle our beloved Southern culture. They continue to destroy our monuments to our gallant Confederate heroes. Matthew Holmes is a proud Southerner, author who honors his Confederate ancestors.
Yeehaw! Okay. And with that, Ken, I saw you there at the last minute. Ken, this is just a shout out to Matthew Holmes, author and historian, about his books. About this Thursday, we're going to be doing a review of his book, Chem Trails Over Dixieland. Thank you for being here, Ken. Before I jump off here, do you have any questions for me or about the author that we'll be discussing on Thursday? Give him a moment to see if he types. Okie dokie. So, my friends, don't forget, this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, join Jenn, the homeschool mom Woodruff, and myself with Matthew Holmes to discuss his book, Chem Trails Over Dixieland. Take care. And don't forget those 2 questions. I need answers. Okay?